Mariners baseball.
Baseball. This is the Mariners Radio Network.
Well, a tough day for the Huskies this afternoon in South Bend, but they stuck with it till the end of the game in overtime, and that's exactly what you'll hear here tonight at Safeco Field as the Mariners are sticking with it to the end of the season, next to the last game of the year here from beautiful Safeco Field. The sun is shining a little bit on the field. There's a chill in the air, but that's okay. That's what it is for autumn baseball. That's what it feels like. Mariners get ready to, as I say, play that second to last game of the season against the Texas Rangers this afternoon. Game number 161. Welcome to the Puget Sound Energy pregame show. New York Vinnie here with you. The Mariners will look for a win, sending maybe their most improved pitcher, Ryan Roland Smith, out to the hill tonight, looking for his 5th win of the season, facing Tommy Hunter. Time now for the Ben Bridge Diamond Notes with Shannon Dreher. Ben Bridge, your personal jeweler since 1912. And Shannon, it's a cool one down there. First of all, my condolences on the Huskies. A tough game for them today, but unfortunately couldn't get it done in the end.
Improvement, though, Vinny. They do look like a much better team than we saw last year. That was a tough one. It was fun to watch it in the clubhouse. That's becoming one of my favorite places to watch a football game, by the way.
It really is. And, you know, you can draw an analogy to this Mariner team, too. You know, a team that is much improved over the course of their season.
Absolutely. And you know what I like about what I'm seeing in these last days of this season with the Mariners? They keep talking about, these last games are important. We're going to play every game. Well, they're putting their money where their mouths are. This time of the year, the last few years, even I'd say as far as 3 days out, we'd see boxes, big, huge moving boxes in front of blockers. We'd see the big crates and the carts to take things out to their cars. That clubhouse looks no different today than it did 3 weeks ago. Nobody has packed up anything yet.
Yeah, that really struck me when I walked in before. In the old days, guys would be just thinking about how do I catch my plane. These guys are thinking about how do I go out and beat the Texas Rangers tonight, and that's a good thing any way you slice it.
That is a big part of the belief system, I think, Vinny, and it's a good thing to see.
It's all right by me. All right, who do we got in the lineup tonight?
This is what we got. Each your own right field and leading off, of course, followed by Gutierrez Lopez back at second base. Junior will be the DH today. Adrian Beltre to follow. Kenji Jojima back out on the field. This will be for the last time this season as Rob Johnson will catch Felix Hernandez tomorrow. Mike Karp at first base. Michael Saunders out in left and Josh Wilson at shortstop.
All right, I know you have a very, very special Beyond the Baselines, a two-parter for us this evening with a certain guy who is weighing his options, shall we say.
Today and tomorrow, some extended Beyond the Baselines. I sat down with Ken Griffey Jr. 3 days ago, and we talk about a lot of things. You know, he's not answering direct questions about his future, but I think you get a picture of where his mind is over these next few days if you listen to this interview.
And don't tell us now, because I want people to stick with this and stick around for it, okay?
I didn't say anything.
I'm looking forward
to it. And he's entertaining anyway. This interview was interrupted a couple of times. I left a lot of that in.
All right, Shannon, thanks a lot. And, of course, you can check out Shannon on the Mariners and everything with the Mariners on her insider blog at mynorthwest.com. Catch up with her on Twitter as well at Shannon Dreher. And I'm there at New York Vinnie. In 15 minutes, we'll hear from the manager, Don Wakamatsu. Coming up next, we'll head on inside the Texas Rangers clubhouse as Dave Sims catches up with a Seattle favorite, Little O. It's the Puget Sound Energy pregame show. New York Vinnie hanging out with you at Safeco Field on a chilly night on the Mariners Radio Network.
On the Mariners Radio Network.
2 to go here on the Mariners Radio Network. New York Vinnie with you on the Puget Sound Energy pregame show. Safeco Field, the Texas Rangers taking batting practice. Now, do anything tonight, come on out to the ballpark. Plenty of good seats are available. And like I always say, you never know what you're going to see when you come out to the ballpark. Now, time for the Geico recap of highlights from our last game. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Well, you know the score? No score in this game until the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th, Franklin Gutierrez does something that he has done all year. Contribute.
Swung on and a ground ball. Fair right over the third baseman Michael Young down toward the corner. And a sprint to the bag at second. To throw there and safe at second base. Franklin Gutierrez, man, he threw it into overdrive in a hurry.
On a cold night, that's not easy. Lopez the single, shallow left. Then Beltre singles up the middle. And then the big fish steps up to the plate.
Swung on, line drive, base hit, left center field. We're going to be tied. Here comes Lopez, and here comes Beltre. And we've got a 3-3 tie. Mike Karp, nice piece of hitting. Lined it over the shortstop. in the left center field.
3 runs in the inning. The Mariners would add another run along the way, but 3 runs for the Texas Rangers in the top of the ninth sealed the deal for them. 7-4, the final. The Rangers prevail on this Friday night here at Safeco Field, Fan Appreciation Night. It's the Puget Sound Energy pregame show. New York Vinnie with you. More on today's game. We send it downstairs and inside the Rangers clubhouse with Dave Sims and a Seattle favorite, Omar Vizquel.
Visiting with Omar Vizquel, Little O, one of the great shortstop of all time. You've got a very interesting to-do list as you start to look ahead to the offseason and possible retirement. One of them being bullfighting. I'm curious, the fascination, how did you come to that particular judge?
There you go, Omar Vizquel with a nice list of things that he wants to accomplish as he closes, or actually comes back for another year probably. Maybe you should try Escalon, California. They have those the amateur bullfights there where they just kind of run around the ring with the red cape. I'd like to see Omar do that. Yeah, just down in Central California, Escalon. I think you actually pay him $5 and you can go out and fight the bull all you want. Not many people take him up on that, though, I don't think. All right, coming up in 25 minutes, Shannon Dreyer goes beyond the baselines. A very special two-parter today with Ken Griffey Jr. Up next, it's the Hall of Famer Dave Niehaus inside the Mariner clubhouse with skipper Don Wakamatsu. It's the Puget Sound Energy pregame show. Ole! New York Vinnie with you on the Mariners Radio Network.
It's a wonderful thing.
Thanks to both the skipper and Dave Niehaus. Here's a quick glance at your Northwest Chevy dealer scoreboard in the American League. We'll go to the top of the second inning in Detroit. The White Sox have scored a run in the top of the second, 1-0. The White Sox over Detroit. They try to hang on in the American League Central. Meanwhile, the Twins today, I want to tell you, they are fighting this one, and they come up big today against Kansas City, 5-4, a win in Minnesota. Meanwhile, nationally, Colorado and the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight at Dodger Stadium. Colorado has won 5 in a row. They're looking for the NL West. They've already clinched the wild card. The Dodgers at the top of the NL West have lost 5 in a row. So that's interesting watching there as well. Okay, it's the Puget Sound Energy pregame show. Next up, we'll break down today's pitching matchup right here on the Mariners Radio Network.
Now, Eyes on Baseball
Brought to you by Clearly LASIK.
on the Mariners Radio Network.
Now, welcome back to Safeco Field, Eyes on Baseball. Brought to you by Clearly LASIK, Doctors King and Makavac. Are the safest and most experienced LASIK surgeons in the Northwest. Call now for your free pre-screening analysis, 877-551-2020. Online at clearlylasik.com. The Puget Sound Energy pregame show. New York Vinnie with you here, and I bring in my good friend Rick Riz to take a look at tonight's pitching matchups. And Rick, Ryan Rowland-Smith, is this guy really the Mariners' most improved pitcher this year?
I think he's got to be. After starting off the year, he made his first start in April and then was hurt right away with that tricep tendonitis, was on the DL, was sent down to Tacoma to rehab, eventually was an option. In the last 2 months there, he was at AAA and put it together toward the end. He was 4-0 his last 4 starts with an ERA of about 1.5. And yeah, he's come back and really pitched well, getting deep into games, throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, Vinny, spotting his fastball, able to get out in front 0-1 with a slow curveball, and he has a very good changeup. But it's his ability to compete night after, every time he gets that ball, inning after inning, that allows him to get deep into a ball game. He's been one of the most improved pitchers on the staff, no doubt about it.
And as we take a look at the opposition, Tommy Hunter goes out there. I mean, I don't know, first time the Rangers came in, did you know who Tommy Hunter was? And all of a sudden, everybody around the league is talking about this kid.
Yeah, I tell you what, this kid is one of the group of top young pitchers on this Rangers staff. You got Tommy Hunter and Derek Holland and Brandon McCarthy, who started last night, and Matt Harrison, Neftali Feliz, who comes in and throws about 100, Darren O'Day, who worked last night. So he's tough. His fastball in the low to mid 90s, slider and a real good curveball and a changeup, and he'll be making his 4th start against the Mariners tonight in game 2 of the series. He's coming off a rough outing his last time out, 11-0 loss against the Angels. His shortest outing of the year. He lasted only 2 1/3 innings, gave up 7 runs, all earned on 7 base hits.
You know, Rick, there was a time when I used to kind of tongue-in-cheekly say, time now for your world-famous picks to clicks.
Oh, not anymore.
But I think that's different now, isn't it?
It really is. Ever since Mike Flowers took us to a whole new universe with the picks to click last Sunday in Toronto, predicting Tui's first major league home run, his second at bat, 3-1 pitch, a fastball left center field, second level, and he made the world take notice. So it's now time for a Picks to Click.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to let you have at it, and I'm just going to sit back here and see if the aura rises over Safeco Field.
Okay, well, it's Rick Riz along with Dave Sims. And